The fit and finish are surprisingly solid for this price. The panels don't feel cheap and it's put together nicely. At around 112 kgs, it's really easy to flick around in the city. Honestly, it's fun. The Numeros N-First gets two battery options. The first one is 2.5 kWh and the second one is 3 kWh.
In terms of performance, it can do a claimed top speed of 70 km per hour. The 2.5 kWh battery pack takes about a claimed charging time of 5 to 6 hours, while the larger battery pack takes about 7 to 8 hours of claimed charging time. Sometimes in sport mode, it does have a tendency to lag a bit. It can get a bit delayed, but overall, it is not meant to do high speeds anyway. And I think for that part, it does the job fairly well.
Everyone is talking about Ola, Ather and TVS, but today we have something different with us.
You see, this is called the Numeros N-First. And honestly, we didn't expect much before riding it, but we are quite surprised.
So today we are here to find out if this is just another electric scooter or something truly special.
You see, at first glance, the N-First, it looks really simple. Nothing flashy, nothing extraordinary. But that is actually its strength. Am I not right?
Exactly. The fit and finish are surprisingly solid for this price. The panels don't feel cheap and it's put together nicely.
The best thing about the N-First is that it keeps things simple. It doesn't try too hard to be flashy, and that is one of its strengths. It is made to the point for the customer that it is targeting.
No giant screens or gimmicks here, just twist the throttle and go. Straightforward and easy. The Numeros N-First gets two battery options. The first one is 2.5 kWh and the second one is 3 kWh. Both offer a range of 91 km and 109 km per charge respectively.
So this is the iMax Plus top variant, and in terms of performance, it can do a claimed top speed of 70 km per hour. The interesting thing here is though it can actually reach those speeds, but it takes a little time getting there. The acceleration is fairly well for the most part in the city, but if you're gunning it out on the highway, it can get a little inconsistent at times. But overall, it is not bad. It keeps up with the traffic quite well. So we just spoke of performance, which is quite manageable. But for an everyday EV buyer, range is the most important question. And on that, Yogesh, how has the experience been so far?
Range-wise, we are getting close to 70 to 80 km per charge. And that's a solid number. Obviously, it depends on how someone rides.
But overall, for the most part, I would say, for an everyday EV buyer, I think this is a pretty respectable figure. So as mentioned earlier, there are two battery packs on offer, and this is where things differ slightly. The 2.5 kWh battery pack takes about a claimed charging time of 5 to 6 hours, while the larger battery pack takes about 7 to 8 hours of claimed charging time. This may differ slightly, and we would like to verify this on a proper range efficiency test, but I would say this is still pretty manageable for a daily rider who's commuting to and from work and gets home to charging the battery on the scooter.
What really stands out for the N-First is how light it feels. At around 112 kgs, it's really easy to flick around in the city. Honestly, it's fun.
However, this does come at a bit of a con. Out in the highway, which it is not really meant to do, but out on the highway, it can feel a bit affected by the crosswinds, especially at higher speeds. But having said that, again, it's not really meant to do that. It's more of a city performer, and I think that is where it shines the best. The suspension is surprisingly quite adaptive, and it doesn't feel overly stiff or overly plush. It's just the right balance here.
Brakes could have been more sharper. Both are drums, they do the job, but a front disc would have added more convenience.
True, but again, it is meant to be a city commuter, so it does the job fairly well, but I still agree with him. The front brake, it does feel a bit spongy at times, and so does the rear. But considering it's meant to be a city commuter and it comes at a very affordable price, I think the drum brakes, they're still pretty okay. The throttle response is fairly smooth for the most part. In eco and normal modes, it does pretty well. It keeps up with the city traffic nicely. However, sometimes in sport mode, it does have a tendency to lag a bit. It can get a bit delayed, but overall, it is not meant to do high speeds anyway. And I think for that part, it does the job fairly well. And since it is meant to be a city commuter, it can do the everyday commute without really breaking a sweat.
Like a typical EV, it operates without any noise. Plus for beginners or college riders, it's perfect, light, easy and unintimidating.
The LCD display is basic, but it is clean. It doesn't throw a lot of information, but it shows you just about enough. The speed, riding modes, the claimed range, pretty much all you need on a daily basis.
I actually like that. It doesn't bombard you with information. Simplicity is underrated.
But if you do want some more information, Numeros offers a scooter with a smartphone mount.
Storage is decent. You can fit your daily knickknacks under the seat, plus it got hooks for your bags or groceries. And the LED headlamp setup is pretty bright too. The Numeros N-First might not be the loudest in the EV crowd, but it might just be the smartest choice for everyday riders.
True. It may not be the most dynamic or the most performance friendly, but it keeps things simple, it keeps things to the point, it's quite practical, and what I really like about the scooter is that it doesn't really try too hard, and I think that is what is really perfect about the scooter.
So this was all about the Numeros N-First. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe to 91 Wheels for more such automotive updates.